Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Karina, and I'm coming to you from the Pacific Northwest, where I am putting on socks and boots to go out and feed the horses. My YouTube channel is about, if you're new here, if you're a returning viewer, thank you for returning and continuing to support my content. So this YouTube channel is about the things that I care the most about. And those include living in the Pacific Northwest, knitting. So I do show some knitting projects. I've got some grain in here that I use for treats for the horses. And I don't want to let it get moldy, so it doesn't go outside. I also talk about my horsemanship journey. I have two Mustangs that I adopted from the Wild Horse adoption program from the Bureau of Land Management. So I'm trying very carefully to turn you around to go outside since I am ready for that. So I have a link to that program in the show notes. Today is Friday. Is it Friday? Yes, it is Friday. December 20th. It is about 6 a.m., so still quite dark out, as you can see. It starts getting light around 8 a.m. these days, and the sun starts going down around 4:15. So we are in the darkest part of the year. I often talk about seasons of light in the Pacific Northwest. It's kind of clear out. I don't know if I can show you the moon. Let's see if I can do that. There it is. It's been raining a lot this week. There was a power outage, so I have some footage from that. That's pretty awkward and bumpy, so hopefully you are working on a project and not getting seasick from that episode. Fridays are my day off, and I'm actually taking a couple weeks off. Turn on my headlamp. For Christmas holiday, Randy and I are taking the time off, and we don't know exactly what we're going to do yet, but we have a few ideas. I mentioned in a previous video that the cats all of a sudden decided that they hated each other, and we had to break up a lot of fights. They have since mostly returned to normal. We're not sure we want to introduce any change into that routine, so we may not go anywhere overnight. May just do day trips for a while, which we can easily get to Eastern Washington from here at ski areas in a day trip. So once we have those plans solidified, I will let you know. I should also mention this is Vlogmas 4, episode 4. It's Vlogmas day 20. Not sure how long I'm going to do this. I mean, I kind of want to do this through the dark period, even though the light will be returning. We actually have the same number of hours of darkness for about a week, and then it really starts getting slowly light again in January. So, at the barn, I'm going to feed the horses. We'll catch up with you later. Well, good morning, everyone. This morning is Vlogmas day 17. So the reason why this video is the way it is, there's Herbert, is that it is almost 6 a.m. and the power went out about, I don't know, a half hour ago or so. Randy was leaving for work, and just as soon as he left the house, the power went out, and he called me, I don't know, about 2 minutes later. He was on his way down the road, and there was power line down that were arcing. So he called 911. I called the power company to let them know what was happening, and I've been knitting via headlamp. So, oh look, there we are. I was going to open some advents and not really put the camera on myself because I have a headlamp on. So let me see how I can do this. Not quite caught up. So let's see, where were we? We must have done day 13. So let's do day 14 here. Let's see if I can properly prop this up on my knees. Let's see what these little thingies are. Must be more needle stoppers. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see, but they're little round. They're cute. Look like almost little globes. I could put my glasses on. It's hard to hold the camera and do this at the same time, but here we go. Yep, there they are. There's the holes. So definitely little needle stoppers. So those are going to have to go somewhere where they don't roll around, which I don't know about your house, but it's not always easy to find a flat surface. Maybe I'll just hold them. That would be the easiest thing. Okay, so that was the 14th. Here is the 15th. And what do we have here? I'm going to drop my phone. Could do this. Sorry about this. Hopefully you're focusing on your project. I am not entirely sure what that is. We'll have to investigate. Maybe some kind of a hanger? I'm not sure. Okay, let's look at the 16th. And oh, is this cute? A little progress keeper, kind of a little rainbow cloud progress keeper. Very cute. And 17th. My phone just dinged. I texted my neighbor who goes into work early and let her know that the road was closed south of us due to a power pole. So hopefully she got that. And another progress keeper. This is so cute. This is a little pink fuzzy. I love it. So hopefully that was a little bit amusing. It was amusing for me, at least for now. The power is supposed to come back on around, oh, there's more in 15. I just saw this. The power is supposed to come back on in about an hour and a half. My phone's fully charged, so I'm able to watch YouTube and knit via headlamp. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? It's not going to hold still, so the footage is okay. Oh my goodness, but it is really pretty. All right. Well, I will leave it at that, and hopefully that will be quite enough amusement for today. But as you can see, it is quite dark outside. That's up pointing out the window. This car is still heading south. Hopefully they don't run into anyone down there. All right, take care, everyone. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the knitting / horsemanship part of my podcast. Hope you have something nice to drink and maybe a project to work on. So I guess the first thing I'll do is open Advents from the 19th. So this is cool. So I'm getting close. So another a stitch holder. So I got one earlier if you've been following along. So that's cool. I don't have anything that big to try on yet, but I will once I finish with my Christmas knitting. And oh, what are these? Oh, some little labels. They feel like they're leather, or maybe part leather or fake leather. and it just says handmade, and you can stitch these into your garment. So cool. Oh, I don't have the 18 done. Whoops, out of order. So it looks like I have the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th left after this. And then that will be the end of Vlogmas. So more needle stoppers. I'll get my fingers out of the way. So these are kind of more cube shaped, not as roly-poly as the round ones that I opened the other day. Normally I start this segment with, what am I wearing? Well, I'm still wearing my riding clothes. So I do have a pair of hand knit socks that I made a while ago. They were a toe up sock. I can show you that, since you don't have to see me actually pull off my sock, at least. You don't have to see my foot. So these I made out of a Freckled Whimsey self-striping yarn. These socks are out of the 52 weeks of socks. I believe they are toe up. And then they have this kind of nice cuff detail and then a little bit of a, like a lace accent right there. I want to say they're called lumme or something like that. I feel like they, whatever the name of them are, they started with an L. I did have a riding lesson. It was quite warm, so that's why I wore, I mean, warm in the sense that it was probably 50 degrees, which is, to me, is warm for the 20th of December. The rain held off, thank goodness, and then it pretty much started raining just right when I got home. So I am looking outside at the kind of gray sky. I can't believe this is the shortest day of the year. It seems like it just really came quickly. I may have said that already. I've just been sort of marveling at how fast it has gone. All that to say, let me show you. So the main Advent project I've been working on is a mystery cowl by Tellybean Knits or Stephanie Lotvin. So I have all the clues printed out. This is a 12 clue pattern with I think 6 different kinds of yarn. So this one is very festive. I am on clue 9 right now, so not too much farther to go. But this is what it looks like. So super festive. I made a mistake. The pattern here, there's not a lot of contrast because of the variegated green. So I actually switched these 2 colors around for this part, and I think it shows up very nicely. And then, it's not always wise to use variegated colors, but I'm using stash yarn. I didn't want to buy yarn. So this section here, there's not a lot of contrast either. But I think I see what it is supposed to be. It would have been probably wise to switch back to the darker green for this one. So, oh well, it's what happens when it's a mystery. So just a few more days. It definitely takes me more than a day to knit one of the clues. I've been working on the Bakery Bears Patron Mystery Cowl 2, which is a hat and some mitts. The first mitt I finished, and it is posted on my Instagram account if you care to go look. It's a little bit too big, so I think I'm going to rip it out. And I started knitting the second one with smaller needles, and I think that's going to help a lot. I just haven't been super enthusiastic about it. I really want to finish this mystery cowl, this holiday cowl. It's called something, Merry something. Actually, it probably says, I don't always print the first pages, so let me see. Merrymaking, I think is what it's called. So, yep, Merrymaking Mystery Knit Along. So I'm really hoping I can wear this on Christmas. We're having Christmas dinner at a relative's house on Sunday. It would be awesome to wear it then. I am kind of feeling doubtful that that will actually happen. So maybe on actual Christmas Day, I'll be able to wear it with a different part of the family. So we'll see. Riding lesson. So I rode Odin. He is doing really well. I hauled him over to a friend's who, not too far from here, who has an arena. If you've been following me for a while, you know that my riding space is just a small round pen that is not exactly round. So in order to do, and everything that we did today, I probably really could have done in the round pen, and I can certainly practice because we were doing a lot of just kind of some lateral movements, you know, sort of some body control things, and it requires strength and flexibility to do that. And one of the reasons we're working on that is that not only is that part of the foundation of a horse's training, it is also in preparation for all the things that I would like to do. So he seems like he really enjoys jumping based on the jump clinic we did a couple of weekends ago, maybe 3 weekends ago now. He doesn't seem to like working with cattle at all, which is fine. But having that, you know, ability to move his body in a more efficient way, that would have been really helpful. And maybe, no, I think he just does not prefer cows. I think that's really the truth of the matter. The other thing, we are going to go to another clinic January 5th. And it's called like a working obstacle clinic. So it's basically, maybe you've seen dog agility or you know exactly what I'm talking about, but it's really going through some obstacles, and you know, you're having to get your horse to move laterally so you can stand next to a fence and maybe pick up something off of a fence or ring a bell, or you know, back up around a corner, you know, just all these things that require a certain amount of flexibility and strength. So we worked on that today. Odin did really, really well. My trainer's really impressed. I think the last couple months of really focusing on O and just helping him, you know, making very specific moves with his body, even just if I'm feeding and I want him to move his shoulder out of my way so I can give him his hay, or asking him to back up, you know, stuff like that. And a lot of that's just very practical things that you want a horse to do just to move, to respect your space, which is really important. If you watch, I don't remember what episode it was. If I find it, I will post it over here. What episode it was, where I did have a segment of just a little bit of riding that I did, where I was demonstrating some of these techniques, like picking up a jacket off of a fence, for instance, or moving a cone from one place to another and carrying it. That requires a certain amount of control and lateral motion that horses need. So, you know, it was really tempting to cancel my lesson because the sky was pretty iffy, in the sense that it looked like it was going to rain, and today is the shortest day of the year. I mean, the sun, I think the sun sets around 4:15, and it doesn't come up until around 8. So it's, you know, we're down to our 8 hours and 15 minutes of daylight, which I know people who live north of us have even much shorter days, or even no daylight right now. You know, this is plenty for me. Thank you very much. So, I don't think I have anything else to talk about. I haven't, we've had well, you know, we had a power outage because of the segment where I'm opening Advents in the dark. I had to commute south yesterday, so I didn't get to work with the horses very much. Bragi has definitely been telling me what he would prefer to do. So rather than what I would like him to do, like around feeding time and stuff like that, he's been compliant, so that's good. He did have to spend some time alone today while Odin and I went and did our lesson, and he whinnied
once when we were leaving, and he whinnied once when we came back, which I thought was pretty great. And as soon as we came back, he went back into his stall and started eating. So, you know, I know he doesn't like to be in his stall when Odin's not around, and he generally prefers not to be in his stall. So asking him to eat in a stall is kind of a chore for him, and I just want him to, you know, get used to feeling comfortable with that. And he may never feel comfortable with that, but he does eat in his stall, and he will especially eat in his stall when Odin's with him. So, and you know, sometimes things are just better with a friend. So on that note, I am going to bid you a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, no matter what you celebrate. If you do celebrate other, you know, non-Christian holidays, I would love to hear about them. I just grew up celebrating Christmas, so that's what my family does. I think if there's something to celebrate, and this is the holiday season, I understand there's 14 holidays that are celebrated around the world. I would love to know more about them. So take care, everyone, and I may see you after Christmas, before the new year. I'm not sure. We're still, Randy and I both have a couple weeks off, and we're still trying to figure out what we want to do.